I had no idea how delusional this fan base was until I got Twitter. What's going on YouTube? It's your man, Boy's Life, coming at you with another video. So there's this concept that I have fully never understood until this year after I got a Twitter, right? There's this concept out there that my buddy Simon's put out years ago, and shout out to him. It's native, not nation. And I never fully grasped that until I got on Twitter. And the nation side of Cowboy fan base is a media-hyped, media-driven type of fan base. See, they lose sight of what's important. Yes, they talk about Super Bowls. They want to win. They want to win. Why don't we win? We want Super Bowl. You understand it. But what your problem is you believe the hype of the media. You listen to the media and you run with shit. Instead of looking at your team with your own fucking eyes and analyzing it yourself and realizing what the true problem is with this team. It made me laugh, right? It's made me laugh all week. I mean, you've already seen the thumbnail. First of all, I want to say I am ecstatic that Dan Quinn is coming back. I had a feeling he was coming back. I was kind of scared he might leave, but when I saw the head coaching jobs going, right, to certain people, I figured, okay, he's staying. And then he made his announcement that he's staying. But with that out of the way, I want to get to the main topic at hand. And as I'm going through this video, you're going to see screenshots. But first, of people, the delusion of this fan base. But what I want to get to first is this nonsense of Sean Payton was about to be here 2 years ago. That people are actually running with and thinking that this is actually truth, that this actually happened. I mean, I don't know where, I mean, unless it is a reliable source, that these people firsthand, like if it's secondhand information from their mouth, like they're throwing out names of so-and-so said this, there's no substance behind what they're saying. None whatsoever. Like, if you read this, like this article was brought to me, I had to do my due diligence and do some research. Now, there's an article out there saying that 2 years ago, the Cowboys were about to trade for Sean Payton. And the GM, right, Loomis or whatever his name is, was going to allow it to happen. But then he lost Anthony Davis, so then he said no, right? Because he didn't want to be tied to losing two key figures of New Orleans. That's what this article was about, right? That the Cowboys that Jerry Jones has had eyes for Sean Payton for the longest time. And it just never has came to fruition because, for whatever reason. Sean Payton's under contract, Sean Payton this, whatever, right? Trade could happen, whatever. But if you read this article, and this is what I think that they're not doing. They're not reading these articles. They're reading pieces of this article, and running with it, speaking as its truth. Now, like I said, I had to do my due diligence and look for this article. I put all kinds of names, Loomis, Sean Payton, Cowboys, Cowboys trade for Sean Payton, Loomis and the Cowboy, all kinds of stuff. I literally found the same 3 articles. It was a Yahoo Sports article. It was a Texas SAA something article. I don't even know who it was published by. And then I saw a boys blog something. I don't even know. They're like, these people, I don't even think are, they're not reliable, right? I don't think that they're, because if you read this article, it straight up says this allegedly, like allegedly the Cowboys had a deal in place. Allegedly means, so we're told. Basically, that's what allegedly means. So it was said that this was going to happen. There's no substance behind it. There's no truth behind that. But yet the media throws it out there and Cowboy fans run crazy with it. Cowboy Nation runs crazy with it, speaking as its truth. And I've heard crazy, crazy things. Like this next set of screenshots that you're seeing from this lady. Literally sitting there saying that Dan Quinn stayed in Dallas because Sean Payton's going to be the head coach. Now, she said she's going to speak it into existence. Now, I heard her on one of those safe space talks or whatever it is that you listen to on Twitter, where she straight up said that it's going to happen either during the conference games or the Senior Bowl, or the Pro Bowl, which is the following weekends. And it's going to happen before then. That they're going to fire Mike McCarthy then. And bring in Sean Payton. And then you have fanboys of hers telling me that this is a well-kept secret. That there has been eyes on Sean Payton. And Sean Payton has had eyes on the Cowboys for a long time. Where is this well-kept secret? I mean, we know about it through the media, right? We know the Cowboys are going to go get Sean Payton just like they went to go get Earl Thomas. Just like they went to go get Earl Thomas. That is how, this is how 100, what's the word I'm looking for? It's the same substance. That has Earl Thomas, even he said it from his own mouth, come get me. And Cowboy fans lost their shit and talked about how Earl Thomas, the media said, Earl Thomas, the Cowboys are going to go get him. And for a hot minute, I started to believe it. I actually started to believe it because I was buying into that stuff. Like, I actually did. Like, listening to some people, I actually thought that this was going to happen. But as you grow and you understand, you already have an understanding of your team, but as you grow, as you mature, you realize what the fuck native means and not nation. What that means. You have these fanboys of this lady coming in telling me that it's a well-kept secret, that I say off-the-wall things. But my off-the-wall things, based 95 to 98% of the time, happen. Why is that? Because I know my fucking team. I know my team. Do you not understand that? The Cowboy Nation part of the fan base is media driven. They listen to the media and then they fly off the handle, which is a good segue into these next two screenshots. These guys literally screenshotted basically the same thing of this Matt Lambrano or whatever his name is, talking about how there's more eyes on Sean Payton going both ways, right? Sean Payton has the interest, because I put on Twitter that it's not going to happen. It's just, it's not. Sean Payton is not coming to Dallas, and I'll tell you why in a minute. But I'm being laughed at and being bombarded because I'm over here telling people this isn't happening. But they're sitting there telling me that the media says that they have reliable sources, which they don't name. I mean, hell, I would maybe halfway believe it if it was Jane Slater or Ian Rappaport. But it's not even those people. It's people like this guy, Matt Lambrano, who legitimately, here's the screenshot, said that, Sean Payton has eyes on Cowboys. Cowboys have eyes on Sean Payton. But the very next tweet was a retweet of him retweeting someone saying that Sean Payton has no interest in coaching in 2022. But now people are sitting there saying that he's going to come in 2023. That is utter ridiculousness. Utter ridiculousness. This fan base, right? The Cowboy Nation fan base is nothing but entitled, media driven. Everyone gets a turn. We can't be negative. We only need positive, because only being positive helps the Cowboys somehow, right? That only being positive, and you can't give no negativity, because if you're negative against your team, that means you're not a real fan. But I beg to differ, because me being a real fan, I am allowed to tell you what's wrong with our team. And I will do it in whatever such way I please, because it hurts your feelings. You think I give a fuck? This Cowboy fan base, I've never seen such delusion in my fucking life. And there's no more Cowboys Nation for me. Yes, you will see it on my Twitter, my Twitter post, tagging Cowboys Nation, right? Because I need the Cowboy Nation to hear me, so they understand where to get true statements, true feelings about their team and what actually is going to happen. Not media-driven bullshit that thrives off of people like the Cowboy Nation part of the fan base. It is always native, not nation. I'm out. Peace.